Hey guys, Lawrence Stratton here. Now what I've got here is a discus CS. I believe it to be made by CM Pro. Now we'll start off with the specifications of it first. The only one I actually definitely know is the wingspan, which is 2.6 meters, and I'm not even sure what that is in Imperial. So that's the specifications over. Drawbacks. As any glider pilot would know who flies model gliders and has a scale model glider, they don't fly as well as, say, something like a sports glider. So that's about the aircraft's only drawback, unless you're using it on a bungee like I do, where you get incredibly worried for the first few seconds of takeoff as the aircraft drops vertical and goes forward. So apart from that, it's a very nice aircraft to fly once it's got airspeed. It flies around really quickly, but I've got flaps on the ailerons and the rudder mixed with the ailerons, otherwise you can't get any aileron control with the flaps down. But yeah, with flaps down it flies quite nicely. As I said, if you haven't got the rudder mixed in with the aileron, or you're not doing it, it doesn't turn. Yeah, that's all the bad characteristics over. Now, good characteristics, this is a longer list, but I'm not going to say them all. When it's flying, I've done aerobatics with it. I've had a friend flying it, and he did incredibly low pass at quite a high speed before turning it in for landing. And that looked incredibly good, because you can hear the servos moving, but there's just a nice whistle as it goes by. So, if we take a look inside, I'm not sure how much of this is from the original kit, because there was a previous owner before me. If I just slide the canopy bolt back there, it's just a little latch that slides forward and back with a big spring on it. So on the canopy we've got a little peg there and a hole in the back there. Take a look inside. Not the cleanest inside of an aircraft ever. I'm using 4.8 square battery. I've got that as my rudder servo, if we can just zoom to a point where we can read it. No, can't read it, so it's a Supertech Park HPX F servo. I think we've got the same servo down there doing the Aerotow release. I'm using a Park Flyer receiver, which has got quite a good range on it, since I did a gliding competition with it yesterday and, well, I didn't lose signal. So yeah, I'm not sure if the Aerotow is a feature of it when you buy it new, or whether it's something the previous owners just put in there. But either way, I haven't got around to using it next, and when I do, you guys will be the first group of people to see it. That block of wood in there, there's many blocks of wood, and that is my conversion to use bungee. So if we come from the inside of the aircraft, and that there is the hook that is used for bungeeing. And it's just a bit of piano wire. So yeah, that's the inside of the aircraft done, so we'll pop the canopy on. Where's the hole? I've said that before. Just pop the canopy on and drop the latch back, put the canopy down and put the latch forward. So yeah, the wings, they're held on by 2 metal bars and a big carbon rod. Now that rod, the big carbon rod here, is all the way into the other wings. There's a fair old chunk sticking either side in the wings. In fact, let me just put it correct. There we go. As you can see, the rod starts there, and it's a good portion into that wing. You've also got those 2 little metal bars, which aren't really for structure. They are to allow those grub screws to be screwed onto them to hold the wings on. Now this glider, it has, quick bit of maths, 1, 2, 5 servos. 5 servos and a 5-channel glider. So we've got, in both of the wings, we have a aileron servo, which with the mixers on crosses as a flap servo. As you saw in here, we have a rudder and a tow release servo, and buried inside the top of the fin, not sure if you're going to get to see it, but buried inside the top of the fin is a elevator servo. And that's about all I can say about the glider, really. Said drawbacks, said the good things, had a look around it. We just have a look inside there. That is where the tow cable goes. So it just goes up into there, locks around this arm of the servo, and gets pulled along. So yeah, as I said, you guys will be the first people to see it once it's done its aero towing. I might even try and get a video of it up off the bungee. So yeah, I'm Lawrence, this has been a video of a CM Pro Discus CS. Goodbye.